sometimes the time for the election, then go say, public transport not for run. This is a big challenge for you. Remember, if you tap na Kalbato, and then you dey walk na Lumley, how you will able for go and vote na that side? You go in for Waka? The answer na no. So, not make that mistake. As them blow the whistle, when they say, hey, today na the 3rd of September for begin the voter registration. Do ya try by all possible means for register na the center where they near you house. So the day when they go say for voting, whether Mutuka deal, Mutuka not deal, not to you business. You know say plenty people not get for vote the time for election. Not because they're not one for vote, but now because of this simple mistake where I can't tell you what to, now you go make plenty people not vote. Right now, as the Electoral Commission Salon don't pull the date for vote and for register, plenty people just the yaba and they rush go do things them as they tell them for do. But hey, remember say registration, the voter registration, they begin from the 3rd of September to the 4th of October 2022. Then a number one step where go give you guarantee say you go vote. But if you make mistake during this time, you not go for vote. And I think this way person not go able for help people. What in this mean? It means say not ever register now the area where you they work, do business, or where you dey go school. You know what it make? You don't know. Sometimes the time for the election, then go say public transport not for run. This is a big challenge for you. Remember, if you tap na Kalbato and then you dey walk na Lumley, how you will able for go and vote na that side? You go in for Waka? The answer na no. So, not make that mistake. As them blow the whistle when they say, hey, today na the 3rd of September for begin the voter registration. Do ya try by all possible means for register na the center where they near you house. So the day when they go say for voting, whether Mutuka deal, Mutuka not deal, not to you business. You they go serve full of money, vote, return back na you house. So you see, if you make this mistake, the possibility could they say you not go vote 2023. So waiting at this year now for say me party will continue for then a power or me party will return a power if I'm not able for vote. You want vote, let's change the whole situation.
We implore you to know that your responsibility from today going forward is to put an end to illegal taxes on people. We have a tax law here that prescribes those who are exempted from tax. All those categories of people and those that from time to time may be so announced by the governor, including every single hotel that has less than 50 rooms in Calabar and in the whole state, today are exempted from payment of tax. We have exempted all Okada drivers, taxi drivers, airport taxi drivers. We have exempted small salon owners, small catering and restaurant points, mama put, eatery points. All those small basic survival people selling of produce, struggling to make a living. They have been exempted today from paying tax. We have exempted them because it is better for me as a governor that I rather task my brain than to tax my people. And great perseverance, you have the right for anybody who comes before you to demand tax. You have the right to say, stop, the governor has said we should not pay tax. Why will a small person carry banana from his farm to go and sell and produce people are there taxing him for produce? Why would somebody carry granite to go to market and somebody is putting a checkpoint on the road and collecting money from the granite seller? This is not Ben Ayade. This is not my nature. I am not wired for this insensitivity to a weaker person. I have abolished produce tax. Let farmers earn their money. Let them keep their money. Because you didn't give them fertilizer, you did not irrigate the soil, you did not prepare the soil for them, you did not do the land clearing for them. Why do you want to tax them? Why do you put pressure on that, your small brother or sister, whose situation is much worse? Why would we expect that people who don't have scholarship for their children, who don't have good schools they struggle to pay, struggle with the uniform, struggle to have security in their small businesses, struggle to get water with their borehole, struggle with generator, and government is providing almost nothing to come back to such people and touch them. I think this is the greatest injustice. I never knew that 5 years into office as governor, I would still find somebody who live in a cash house in Crossroads. I was crying because I knew how prepared I was, but it didn't end the way I had dreamt for the state. And I just think that somewhere God will just help me, because I really wish I really wish I could help. It's very painful to live. I can't put 5 years and not be able to change that.
Coordinator, I've shared the link, so you can share that as well. I've just sent a message to social media consultant Arun to share the link as well.
Thank you very much. I'm starting now.
Thank you.
Good evening, comrades of the APC. It's now the APC online TV platform, and me with a Dr. Mina comrade Owan Kasu from the APC UK and Ireland branch. And today, now the 3rd of April, 2022, and the time now 7 o'clock UK time and 6 o'clock Salon time. Comrades of the APC, Sierra Leone and the diaspora, want to welcome you again to this wonderful program we'll get today. Of course, we all know say we don't enter inside this wonderful Ramadan. And today is the 2nd day of the Ramadan. And we want to say Ramadan Mubarak to all the Muslims. And we hope say we other brothers and sisters them, we know the fast go observe this wonderful day of month of Ramadan. And I want to say we technical team at the background. And of course, we get Mr. Mo Bangura with me, within at the background. And we get a host of other technical members then, Dr. Dinke, Professor Delwin, we get Mr. Arun Pape, we get Manso, we get ABS, we get a host of people then, we then at the background, they do a lot of work for make sure we come live on this particular show. So comrades, for the sake of the Ramadan, we just begin. I'll just share this short video to welcome everybody inside the month of Ramadan.
Assalamu alaikum, Ramadan Mubarak. May this month be filled with blessings and happiness. May Allah forgive us all of our sins and have mercy on our soul. May He allow us all to complete the month with peace and patience and happiness. If I've done anything to offend you in the past, kindly forgive me. Have a happy Ramadan. Ameen. Assalamu alaikum, Ramadan Mubarak. May this month be filled with blessings and happiness. May Allah forgive us all of our sins and have mercy on our soul. May He allow us all to complete the month with peace and patience and happiness. If I've done anything to offend you in the past, kindly forgive me. Have a happy Ramadan. Ameen.
Well, now the message that's from the APC online TV platform, the diaspora, the mouthpiece of the diaspora. I want to once again welcome Una and Mina comrade Owan Kasu to talk to Una. Of course, we topic today now the issue we get to do with the fuel crisis in Sierra Leone. For the past 2 weeks, the government of President Madabio and the Petroleum Commission or whatever within Sierra Leone, they did into some serious loggerheads. And they butted together for try to agree on profits. This is not about subsidies. This is not about how for cushion the burden on the people of Sierra Leone, but how much profit this they make against the other person. And so we don't see it now. All that's done reveal to this platform, and we will get with two eloquent Sierra Leoneans then we're going to come in for can talk to you about that. So, but before I go further into this, I want to introduce to you to one of the wonderful co-hosts. We're the most beautiful Ajasuit Bonita. Ajasuit Bonita come live. May say salam alaikum to we people there.
Hello, good evening all. Assalamu alaikum to all my Muslim brothers and sisters. This is the month of Ramadan. We just finished Lent, so I'm sure we'll be able to continue with the peaceful and full month. But again, before going further, I would like to remind people for tomorrow, the 4th year of this administration, we're wearing black because we know what has been happening. So please, 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 I'm encouraging everyone. And yesterday was my birthday. I would like to let everyone know. And those of you that wish me happy birthday, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And hopefully we have a very wonderful topic this evening, which everything we discuss every week, it's based on Sierra Leone. And I think Sierra Leone is the heart of all of us. And this is where we are having this conversations every week. And I'm sure my host here is a Muslim, he's fasting. So please, you guys have to bear with us this month because it's gonna be a bit tedious and difficult, but we are with you guys.
Okay, Sweet Bonita, thank you very much. I hope so you serve the observe the fast month for we, the Muslims, wait upon the fast. And I want to say again, happy belated birthday to you, Sweet Bonita. I hope so you had a very wonderful day yesterday on your birthday and a lot of presents and all of that. We really, really appreciate you for the time you take for work from behind the scenes, a lot of work we do for bring this platform here so to the manner and the way in which it is now. And of course, we all as Sierra Leoneans, we know say tomorrow, now another historic day for we, another day. We SLPP don't officially don't get 4 years in governance. Well, when I check the 4 years we don't pass, and when I tell we the benefits or don't benefit as Sierra Leoneans, the goodies we don't get as Sierra Leoneans under this SLPP pauper regime. We are going to make an assessment for ourselves very soon. But as far as some people are concerned, they don't see any benefits from the SLPP. Instead, they see a backward trend. We don't go almost about 30 years backwards. Like, you know, the time of the wartime, the kind of suffering we Sierra Leoneans go through during the war. Now that kind of feeling some of the people of Sierra Leone begin to get now. But tomorrow, a lot of Sierra Leoneans go for demonstrate that. Of course, when you go to treat, what they do, they beat you, arrest you, lock you in a cell. Where you demonstrate, where you talk against the government, of course, the tactics, now for go capture you and quiet you. But Sierra Leoneans then determined this time around, for make sure say, the sentiment is heard, is seen out there, and then go for come out and wear black. Whether you get for wear black, put on your status, wear black, put on your oath, and you profile, wear black, sit on your oath, wear black, go do your business you get for do, but Sierra Leoneans go wear black tomorrow. And because now the 4th year of Madabio in governance, and people do not see nothing, and that's the thing for demonstrate on that day. Before we come into the actual topic we get for do with the fuel crisis, we don't hit record high ever in Sierra Leone. The saga with all the Fet for fail. I just want to give a quick rundown with Sweet Bonita about the thing that we passed inside this just 1 week or so, just over a week ago. A few things that we passed. You know, with presidents, Julius Maada, this period went a very, very difficult period for we as Sierra Leoneans. Some of we find them very difficult for see with President Maada go to church where they worship. It donates 20 tons of iron rods. Of course, the price of iron rods don't hit record high, of course. But the president, for renovate the church which they attend, it tell the audience, they say, he won't pay for in heaven. So the way it pay for in heaven, now this kind of way, for donate 20 tons of iron rod, with the responsibility with the people of Sierra Leone give, you don't say, now you wait that one day back for pay for in heaven. But I think say, the people of Sierra Leone, their money, where it don't acquire, now they use for go pay for in heaven. Well, people can get different perception about that. One of them, he paid 20, he give the church 20 tons of iron rod. We not calculate that amount of money there. You not only stop there, he give them 3,000 bags of cement for renovate the church. 3,000 bags of cement. Then not only stop there, he give them cash of 2 billion leons. 2 billion leons. I give them. And it go on for tease or for indict the flag bearer 2018 when a Dr. Samora Kamara. He said because Samora Kamara no day around, so on behalf of Samora, in the give the church 100 million. So when Samora Kamara come, I think say go can pay that money. Sweet Bonita, I don't know if you know you consult me or me not tell you say pay for me society. Then you got to go pay 100 million. But this guy had she put it up in the country. So we should expect Samora for Kamara for go pull that money there. You're not a president. Sweet Bonita, tell me about what you go do in this case.
Well, to be honest, even the donations of the 20 tons of iron rods and the 300 bags or whatever he's donating, I can categorically say to all Sierra Leoneans, Maada that we know, with the wife that is behind him, will not use their money. Somebody has donated that, so they're coming forward to take the glory. It's just, I don't know if you can remember when our former president, which was Strasser, they came, he has given them a house. All of a sudden, we found out it was a British man that donated that, blah, 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 blah. A businessman that donated that. So this is the same thing that is going to happen. And, you know, regarding him giving 100 million on behalf of Samora, it's not even valid. You've taken the person's security, you are paying 100 million. Does it make sense? Does it add up? Let's be honest. Because his safety is something, because if he's alive, then he can foot his bills. But if you are taking his security so that he can put his life in danger, and you are telling us you are doing him a favor, it doesn't make sense. I saw some of his supporters saying, oh, he's a generous man, he's doing this. I'm like, generous on what? The man is not generous because his wife says they cannot use their personal money to give light or water in the state or in the district or region where they came from. Where would they be donating money to an opposition? Does it really make sense? Sometimes people speak. I wonder, this is why I said before people say things, they need to say it to themselves. Digest it before you say it publicly if it does make sense. Because for me, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And this is the same person that says he was going to build us a bridge. He did not even get sand for that bridge. They were going on social media, everything. We did not see nothing. Mama Maya thought they wanted to do extension in Lunge. Be honest, it's all a joke. It's months of Ramadan. We will continue to pray because I remember their first year in governance. Fatima was praying about whoever means evil for Sierra Leone. And we'll continue to pray that praise. We will continue to pray because we know these administrations, Mother Bill coming downwards, they don't mean nothing good for Sierra Leone. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. So to be honest, for me, it's a joke, comrade. It's a proper joke.
Okay, well, now the message that one day to everybody, we not been Siam, that the president inside this hardship what they happen at the country. So things then they go up in the market and everything. It come, not subsidized for nothing at the country. They haste the tax system. So out of the profit we don't make, he thinks that the way this way go for pay for in heaven. You don't go give 20 tons of iron rods, you don't go give 2 billion leons and 3,000 bags of cement. And also he put 100 million on top there for Dr. Samora. Well, people need to call Dr. Samora and they tell and say, you need to go claim that money. You never forever agree for go pay that money there. If you want to go donate, you go know side to go donate. Also, church no more donation there. If you don't go put 2 billion to church, let the 100 million, you don't go put for Samora, let go other sign out to other people. Then. But anyway, let's jump into the next one. We know say we get this organization or this women's wing what they call JMB, Julius Maada Bio Women's Wing. We come out with a portrait of the president Bio himself. We then go put for bidding. Well, the guy add up within at the country, then at the power side. The power Julius Maada Bio Women's Wing, then come for can sell this portrait. We one of the people then we buy the portraits. And the director of the person, one of the directors then we I think Natcom or something like that. Yeah, Natcom. Then they call the guy Daniel Kitibi or something like that. This guy donates 55 million. He put 55 million for the portrait. The portrait, the picture of Madabu, 55 million for one portrait of Madabu. And it's not fundraising. The second one are the Minister of Trade, Dr. Inga Sandy or something like that. Mr. Sandy inputs 80 million for the portraits. 80 million for buy one portrait. When I remember the portrait, when we go catch that Sibia blood in use way they use as evidence of an coma. I don't know if Sibia blood in buy that. Can you imagine? They use as evidence against them. Now courts. When they go lock and a sell. Now that portrait, that kind portrait of Julius Maada Bio. Then they sell so one person buy 55 million leons. Another one buy within 80 million leons. All the money we them put together. Can you imagine for them portraits then they raise 1.5 billion leons. 1.5 billion leons. Then they raise. Can you imagine? Just for portraits. Well, this is shock a lot of Sierra Leoneans them that the country they go through such kind hardship, people do not get food for it, do not get nothing. But this group of women then raise that kind of amount of money they under the power regime. Well, we will suffer now, we really boku will suffer. The few that we know they suffer, they really demonstrate inside this week for say yes, they need to suffer. With the president for go give 2 billion leons, 3,000 bags of cement, and 20 tons of iron rods. Now, one grain church, then there are the carries then kind amount of money as well. It's really shocking anyway for some of we as Sierra Leoneans. But Sweet Monitor, before I go into the real topic, there's something which struck me. And I believe say this one also struck you as well. And this he asked for explain, he had for comprehend, and then I want come talk about them, but make her introduce. We first guest, we don't join we are no other person but Abu Bakar Darami. Ingo can introduce himself, Ingo tell you more about himself. A very strong APC man, and he don't work for the APC. He don't serve under the leadership of His Excellency, the former President, Dr. Hannes Kurma. And of course, himself now another aspirant again for this new setup with the camp. I don't give you rumors them, but that one day now for later. So Mr. Abu Bakar Darami, please come live and say hello to comrades them and tell me who then are you, that the APC, and also in a position the all they can expire very soon after the non-choose the 25-man committee. But anyways, there you are. Say hi to comrades them.
Comrades them where they listen to you all around the world, and say good afternoon, good evening to whoever it is. Mina Abubakar Siddiq Darami, the current publicity secretary of the Western region. My brother say when they choose the 21-man team, we position the all to become null and void. But me, I assure you that I don't work closely with the people of the All People's Congress for years now, and whatever position I run for authoritatively by elections, the people will elect me. That's how I tell you. Whatever position I run for, I win it at least 65%. I'm not care whether than I'm your opponent. Minimum 65% authoritatively. And some of you support the new constitution because we want to let we hold them to the position and deal with respect and merit and let the people make them vote for me. I think that make we politicians. If you're not a politician, you're not there following. You're not a politician, you're not just saying that the politician forget following. You for command the following of the people them, and you the people them for believe in you, and they only they believe in you when they know you stand up for them. And trust me, whatever position I run for within the next 1 or 2 weeks, I will win with at least 65% authoritative.
Wonderful. I like the confidence, man. I like the confidence because you know, possibly don't serve, and you know what you serve. You know you believe in yourself. You know, say you deliver. So definitely, you know, with the position where they aspire for, a lot of people will get doubt in you. You know, a very strong man. You know, awesome name, like the APC, and everybody trust you. I think say the volume is a bit low. Maybe you go try for test the volume small for we audience then able for view. And I believe say the link don't go out right now. People are only joining small, and we can start the program very soon with Abu Darami. Don't come join me. So what thing I go let for do? I want to start by making this, known to everybody that we as Sierra Leoneans, we very, very, very devastated by the actions of the police we happen then this year. Some few students them, we attend a Congress students them, we not scouts them, then go arrest them and keep them in police cells for I think 3-4 days. We understand say during the morning hours when they go pull them for carry them to court for whatever alleged crime they wouldn't commit. 2 don't die because they don't feed them, they don't give them water. By the evening, I understand I hear from social media to say 5 die. Then the other one they're hopeless. Unable to understand because let's share this video with for let everybody see some of the things that we've been they happen. 51 students, some of them underage. Make I just share this with quickly. Let's just see this. Okay.
See what you have to council. What funny right now, I didn't even cause of corruption. So it's so funny actually, the way for policeman they can't take innocent, council because 3 days, 4 days, it's nothing. Now today they are appearing in a court. Look, most of them are dying guys. Some of them don't lost them are going to the hospital. Some people in the rights are collapse, just take them over body council center. lucky place. You can skip them for 2 months. And I'll say for 2 days. It's not funny. They not betray this country about the countries. They not pray for Mama Salon, but it's not funny. See?
This is very, very painful for a lot of us. This time really, really struck me. I really, really not understand why police then go take picking them, most of them underage, then put them in a cell, and then they end up for die. Some of them end up for die just because they not give them food. I just get another one where I just want to share again with you now. Make we all see what in these governments they do. To the 1 sec. Make we all see what in these governments they do.
I know who say it. So let me get the check. 51 scouts. I know. Can you imagine? See what happened now. Let's see what happened. There's not justice for the poor right now. So it's very hard. Oh my God. Oh my God. Can you see how all this they cry? So how does they cry for make the country cry? Both sides. Just to keep people just not easy. On that, without an idea, put in inside 3 days. Nothing. I say without a back, it's like what? Now what's in there? What do you ask? What do you know? They don't know nothing. So now most of them don't put 15, 2 don't die, stagnant. 2 don't die.
Wow. This is really hard for comprehend. Then just pull 15 inside that 15 where them pull 2 don't die. Imagine 51 days inside the cell and keep them there for days. They don't feed them, they don't get them nothing. Imagine the hardship in the country, people they don't get food for it. Then they out there, they're angry already. They wanna go arrest them, wanna can't lock them in a cell. When I left them the 3 days, when I left una the cell, when I go sleep with una picking them, when I sleep with una family there. When they come day and night, when they come, when I know say young picking and day inside that cell. When I left them they say them for go pull enough for go to court for whatever crime they commit, they don't begin die. Some of them they in coma. Anyway, I want to let and give us Mr. Darami, may you just give me your reaction to this. Because for me, really, really very, very hurtful.
You know, we don't see the police and all the plenty things around the country for the past years. But the first thing I will tell them is now that anything any policeman they do, somebody do where they see you, somebody do where they video you, then films then they and then people then they where they see you, then go for the back tomorrow. If you do good, then go bring it to a book for answer for the good way they do. If you do bad, just know say you get for come to a book for that bad way they do. This not really threat to anything. We just send this message to them all. So if now somebody they use you, you go explain later on, but you action them and waiting and train you. Now police training school tells you the codes and conduct of police. So if somebody they give you order for doing the wrong thing, they follow their orders and which means you are part and parcel of it. We don't see plenty wrong things with the police to do. But I think say over the years we don't let a lot of things can go under the carpet. But I believe say this is the time where everybody, everything where anybody do, you for pay the full price of your action. That thing about forgiveness not for exist. Now I make the country don't finish for side so. Anything where anybody do to anybody, we for make sure we face the full penalty. If you go all picking them 51, come on, this not picking they can just put aside, talk to them. After a while, you let them go. But you take them, go lock them, you not give them thing for it, you not give the water, then you do talk and care and go to court, or go charge them for waiting. You can care for in a court, now charge you, don't charge them.
Yes, the
Go
family
charge
go pay for court case where no sabi. Who said they commit crime?
Then they go to picking them, who's one day in coma, who's one not knowing himself and all them things. You know, it had trending, eh? It had
Very,
trending.
very.
We know what it mean with an old person. Police holding a CID for 21, 22 days. One day they not give me water and stopper for drink.
Wow.
If not, say my young people and all, they care water or thing for it. One day they not give me water or anything for eat or for drink. But then discussion, then they are just bring and come. Then discussion, then I don't want to talk about an outfit.
Can you
Because
imagine?
there's someday where we go get for discuss that. But if what you do Anthony, so be it. I hope say the other person go do Anthony, people will do Anthony, they will be happy about it. Because it don't get to the point at which that thing where we talk now, we country, quick talk, say, a big, they are let me forgive, and don't put the country inside there. If everybody knows say anything where you do, you get for pay the full price someday. I swear, some of we could be very careful with the actions then and the moves that they make and we will take. But then can say the police now force for good. And the name down they then give them. You know, it's an irony. I think it's a mockery.
Yeah.
But then they call it force for good and the Then the other time, I think police can pull a press release, say nobody not for jog. If you jog more than 5 people, it's against the law. But I see a video they make me shown at around, say police then they jog in front of police headquarters, then the Inspector General of Police.
It did that's
I don't even know what they do. Honestly, I think I go through scouts, I don't go through the force, I know what's in a parade. But that one the way they do, trust me, I don't even know how to call them. You know, so if you don't pull a press release and you they go against what you don't say, and are you supposed to uphold the law and protect the laws and the constitution and stuff like that? They will see the police and they behave in that kind of erratic way. I think it's a pity.
Yeah.
But I think this all the call for a need for waiting it happened back in 1999 to 2000, where we get for called professionals like Kit Biddle and the entire British apparatus for coming and overhaul and restructure with police and then fix them rank them well. We see right now they don't pull their ranks in the way. There's a call for that. We got for the structure of the police and the one they don't fit for they trust me, whether young or old, trust me, they never find something else to do.
Yeah.
But the way the police they now, not anything where anybody go out for the proud of. Every 2 days you get for everyone story about the police. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. It's a shame though.
Yeah. Good, Bonita. So talk to me how the platform they go. Few people are not joining, and one come to the main topic.
Well, yes, we have Agata, which is always with us, Arumpa Pay, and these are people that we have week in and week out. Comrade Wankasi, with the platform, I think people are just agreeing with Darami what he was saying regard to this administration, because there is a slogan that they says in my language, Maya Sala Galilek Bilo. The chief will put a law when they are happy. Because like, for example, when I was mentioning about the police, they made a law that they will arrest people, but they are breaking that same law. Now, when it's them, they will have an explanation. For other people, there's no explanation, they can't do it. So again, when also Dami mentioned about the way they are treating people now, tomorrow somebody will request for forgiveness. Nobody's requesting for forgiveness now, asking them to stop. When they had to pay
Thank
back
you.
the price of whatever they've done, that's when somebody will start saying, oh, you need to forgive it, God, and so this is divine. And all the Quran, all the Bible, people will start quoting things to let you know that, oh, you are at fault, you that they've hurt. But I'm sure most of us are ready for those quotations, and we'll be able to also correct those people says, well, these quotations were supposed to be quoted, why those things were happening. And one thing also I want to assure this administration, nobody will pay for their crime outside of Sierra Leone. They commit the crime in Sierra Leone, they should pay the price in Sierra Leone. Nobody will go to jail or prison, any holdment outside of Sierra Leone. It was committed in Sierra Leone, they should pay the price in Sierra Leone. Because like we are talking about those children, school children, you arrest them without giving them water, no food, they are dying. We know where we are. If somebody comes to my house to steal, maybe for some security reasons, they break their leg, it's my responsibility because of my security that I put in my house. So it's still my reason to make sure that those people are safe. But with these ones, the kids haven't committed any crime. They've literally killed them. Because you can arrest somebody for unlawful arrest up to the point they have to lose their lives. That is a plan for these administrations. They want to kill everybody. They want to kill them. That's just what it is. But we'll continue to just be together and work in unison because it's less than a year. We'll have to correct these mistakes. And we need to do it that nobody will come and says, well, because that one did, nothing happened, so I will do it. So if we are going to show reason says, if this happened, this is the consequences for you, I don't think the next person will try.
Yeah. Start trending. Now we come to we main topic we'll get today. We for the past 2 weeks, we hear a lot of issues about fuel prices. Fuel prices today about 10,000 leons. We've been really, really difficult for the people of Sierra Leone for handle. Things were very, very difficult. Everybody be worried about the fast month, get for coming, get for be even more worse. Now, this whole issue about the fuel prices don't go into 12,000. Within a couple of days after I go into 12,000, we are back another jump from 12,000 to 15,000. Well, if you go to the provinces right now, that's in station, they need to sell fuel. They say diesel not in some stations then. And if they sell you petrol self, when unleaded, they will only give you certain gallon. And the provinces then, the price of the fuel, they go up to 20,000, 25,000 per liter. And prices of commodities, everything don't jump up. Transportation, obviously, not all the vehicle today, then they run. Business people are not able to run them transportation and stuff like that. So the whole system, the whole country, everybody will feel the pinch right now. And this, we can't understand, say, this is not a negotiation between the petrol people then with the government, how much profit one person can make against the other. Not to really about subsidizing or try to let them cushion the burden on the people of Sierra Leone. So we man with Abu Dhabi, we can talk to you about this whole fuel system. Why make, first of all, the fuel price so high in the country? We're not able to understand. A lot of we don't debate, some people use international dynamics for explain, other people and they use local for explain. So tell me if you can tear up for we the dynamics of really this fuel crisis, we will really appreciate, because we get one of we crew members them, we they in our Freetown, where we send our Freetown for go talk to people about this fuel business, about the hardship, about the prices of commodities in the country. We really they affect the people in the country. But make we go first into your first reaction into this whole thing, doing an intro of that, and then from there I will share a video with we the APC UK and Ireland send one of the crew member them for go interview some people in the street for talk about this hardship in the prices and the fuel. Over to you, sir.
Yes, thank you very much. First of all, I will touch on this point. This fuel crisis, let Salon government not make it say Salon get border with Ukraine. Salon not get border with Ukraine. The fuel, the pump station or the gas station there, when they pull that hose, the pipe connects inside Ukraine or inside Russia. No. They not connect inside Ukraine or inside Russia. I just want to let people understand that. People are going to say, why are they bring that kind of analogy? People understand. See. First of all, Salon, we get a storage capacity of over 200,000 metric tons, and our storage capacity in our Salon. And with consumption for the month, it's about 20 to 25,000 metric tons, maybe less than that. Now we consume per month. So down there they tell you, see, if we flop with storage there, we tank the way we get in country. First of all, APP, all petroleum products, get about 57,000 metric ton storage, then tank the way they put fuel. NP get some from there under total. So all the storage they will get inside the country, all in tank on the Kisina oil refinery, down that place, down the jetty, down Texaco terminal, down the Shell terminal, all put together, we able to harbor or hold about 200,000 metric tons. And 200,000 metric tons supposed for last week for in between 6 to 7 or 8 months in this country. Why make they bring that in? If we get fuel, we don't put some fuel in and then storage tanks a day, right? The one at Ukraine and Russia just don't go for about 5 to 6 weeks now. We don't want they're not supposed to impact it. So if we don't buy fuel at the price where it was 5 months ago or 4 months ago, we for still get them fuel and then for still they sell them price and they we not forget problem for the eighth price. Any day we fuel price go up, the eighth price go up. Guinea and also Conakry. Guinea not get up to half the storage where we get. Guinea the total storage capacity now 87,000 metric tons. So Guinea then consumption, Guinea then fuel consumption, it's about 140,000 metric tons. So Guinea then need for flop then tank every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, boats they go inside it. Because Guinea economy is way larger than Sierra Leone. The fuel consumption is way larger than we, 10, 20 times way larger than we. But from where Professor Alpha Conde as president, say Mamadi Doumbouya around council as president. Over 2 years now, fuel price na Guinea na still 10,000 Leone. They know they per Allah say Ukraine they fetch Russia, Russia they fetch Ukraine. How the pump price them or the pump they don't boss or this, that. Their explanation and they not then at Guinea. Guinea where the next one. Where the same distance where ship they take from the refinery in Dubai or na the Middle East or the refinery wherever they come out their fuel. Now the same distance to the price for Guinea and Salon. The same distance. Guinea on fuel na 10,000. Hold up. We on fuel na 15,000 now. One way I advise the government, we take this out of politics because I find out this government wants you that they shot when they struggle with. Despite all the PhDs, they all see they fly. With some of them PhD, they didn't want to. The people they not even understand micro and macroeconomics of a country. And they don't understand how to put the symmetric things together. First of all, when you raise fuel price from 6,000 to almost a million to 7,500, then they try to make fuel become $1.10. But I will tell you, fuel will never be $1.10 for more than 2. It will never be. And okay, go bring the economists they come, go bring them come. I will argue them. Because fuel na Salon, na a composite product. Fuel gets correlation with various other things then. When you raise the price of fuel, when they raise the price of fuel from 6,000 to 7,500, rice price go up, gari price go up, food price go up, petroleum price go up, everything price go up, transportation price go up. The next thing where they follow, the dollar self they follow. In price they go up, the valuation of the currency. By the time we follow that, dollar they don't be 800.
Yeah.
Then they raise fuel back to 10,000. When you raise them to 10,000 for the first 2 weeks, 10,000 leones, when you juxtapose them to the dollar, it gives you about $1.10 or $1.15. But after 2 weeks to 1 month, all them products and price they go up, dollar they follow them, and when the dollar follow them, dollar is up, dollar go up to 1,170,000. That one they make the dollar in value, sorry, the leone in value to the dollar become 80 something cents. And when you remove them prices and they go up, the salary of the people still stays the same. So if they pay you 1 million, with that 1 million, you're able to buy 20 items. When the dollar move up because of the rate scale go up, that 1 million they will buy 20 items, they will reduce now on 15 items they buy because the currency don't devalue, price of goods cannot go up.
Yeah.
So waiting they come in next, the people and they start for Allah for increase in salary. Where the government not get the extra money for increase in salary. Waiting they happen next, if the government will take increase the salary, go up, government get for pay that huge money for able for add to learn salary in the outside government equivalent. Then they cause, a bump in the wage bill. Then at the end of the day, when you raise the minimum wage up, businesses they pay workers them 600,000 leones a month. Now you want to raise them to 1 million leones, and that business not only make much profit, in profit margin will increase. A businessman have to make profit and they next year they do them get 30 staff, then they cut the 30 to 20 staff. Then the extra 10 staff their money, and then they add from them one they have to 20 staff. Then they make then they work longer hours and then they do more jobs. So right there, you don't keep unemployment in.
Yes.
And when you move the fuel again, go to from 10,000 to 12,000. You know, this is not, they call this particular inflation a runaway inflation because this is more than a hyperinflation. A runaway inflation where you don't know the price of goods. If you go today, you go ask for milk, you go tomorrow on a different price. You go next tomorrow on a different price. It's not a hyper, it's a runaway inflation. Inflation will not get control. You not get any stop. It's like a free fall.
Yeah.
Inside 1 week, inside 2 or 3 weeks, the retail price by 50%. When the retail price by 50%, we see fuel shortage. For God and heaven sake, I watched TV the other day. I listened to somebody from the government spokesman office. They talk say they don't carry fuel in the country. Almost not the fuel don't say they don't carry in the country. 6,000 metric tons. As you don't vex for me, as these people serious, other people are not stuck up everything they run by government. You get the storage capacity of 200,000 metric tons. You go talk about 6,000 metric tons of diesel unakawi. Where part of that diesel they go to the mine, sell a rutile, and waiting go left for the people and for use. So within the next 1 or 2 weeks, you need to come back with more. And let me explain to you, there's a pricing formula on the field. We make fuel expensive now. If you ask for less ship car with fuel for you in a country, and then the standard transportation rate. Let me say, for example, and they pay $100,000 for a ship come na saloon. So if the ship now 1,000 metric ton carry it for you, you pay the $100,000, right? So that $100,000 you spread them into 1,000 metric tons. If that ship gave for carry 40,000 metric tons for you, now the same $100,000 you pay. So the $100,000 you spread them among the 40,000 metric tons. So when you bring more fuel coming, they drop the price, go down.
Yeah.
But the reason why they're not able to bring more fuel, some of these companies not able for, they're not able to acquire a letter of credit, so they're not getting enough money for buy the fuel. So this is not the private government for coming. And there are business people who are able to carry fuel inside this country, 40, 50, 60,000 metric tons. But because they are not SLPP people, they are not to tolerate that discussion with them. So because they are not SLPP people, and the president will not talk in the interview we do last year, they Uda not sabi, they know the employer and they get a job. So because you not sabi them people and they're not they use them for bring fuel, so they prepare the people and for suffer and let the government do the things the way they do, where they make the people and suffer.
Well, a point where you bring now, so this point where you bring so will not be the see this point also. we don't link them with what the president they said the last time. For say, if I not sabi you, I will give you job. Now people you don't begin take effect. It don't take effect, and the good way you link them with this kind with their control. Business people and they will keep for income. Plenty containers. They need to bring now. People don't know we go bring plenty flour. They need to bring now. People don't go bring a lot of fuel. They need to bring now because trust not there in the system.
Trust not in the system, and then the fuel side. I know a company where will bring 40, 50, 60, 70,000 metric tons within a week. They're able to bring and come inside alone. Only if the government will issue a letter of credit. But then people they are on try, they're not entertaining them because they are not SLPP. And then people they are not politicians, they're ordinary business people. So at the end of the day, the thing where they talk about fuel, they cannot alone. And the fuel where they cannot alone, or one castle, you buy your new motor car, people already listen to me, it's a pity. For some of you let luxurious motor car and fine motor car. You buy your new motor car now in salon, you get your Range Rover, your Mercedes Benz in salon, drive them for 1 year, inside 1.5 years to 2 years, you check engine light take on. Because the fuel where they cannot salon are the worst type of fuel. Standard Bureau is doing nothing absolutely buggered up for make them take, because when they ship car with fuel, they will take an test them, check the sulfur content. You understand? And make sure that they meet the standard way good for we engines them and all. The fuel will come last or the fuel will come, people know they listen to me. Go to any filling station, take one fast man rubber or anything. Let them pump small pound of fuel for you in a fast man rubber. The fuel not ready again, a yellow.
Wow.
The fuel yellow. The fuel the poil we motor car them.
My goodness.
The poil we motor car them. You get brand new motor car overseas, you take them with car and they drive and they do the 150,000. My check engine they come, lights they come on.
Oh my
See
God.
what they suffer now. I'm a victim of that. And I know it's the talk what. I'm a victim of that.
Wow.
Because the fuel ready they carry, the fuel ready they carry, it damage the engine. Because the fuel ready they carry, some of them failure. You get them boy in Nigeria, where they sell fuel at the high seas, them boy them from Niger Delta, then get the own mixture, the way that they do it all. Then they get the real fuel, they mix that with 1, 2 things, them and all.
Yeah.
Then they put the one in it and they sell them at the high seas, then a cash and carry.
Yeah.
And then money then they take for supposed to go around. We know.
Okay.
Them boys then they sell them kind of fuel. God knows if not to them fuel, then they bring come for week.
Okay. All right.
Because if they get fuel from any company, we get for see we can forget the CTN, that's the port of origin, which I did particular boats come out and all of that things. So a lot of things show the government for showing. But the price of fuel, I will tell you now, the price of fuel get for continue for raise up. Just as I say about the dollar. Now, up to Friday, the dollar now 1,350,000. I will tell you within the next 1 month or 2 months, 1 month or 1.5 months, the dollar they reach 1.5 million leones to a dollar.
Wow.
And we reach 1.5 million leones. Where we reach 1.5 million leones, when you put the leones juxtaposed onto the dollar, it will then become about 90-something cents back to a dollar. So waiting and go get for left with, now for move the fuel to $1.10 and go get for move on to 18,000 or to 20,000.
Wow.
As you move and go up, all prices they follow, everything they follow and go up there. Definitely, Nanami can say, you can never make fuel $1.10. The longest it is still $1.10. Now 2 weeks. After that, the dollar they take a flight back, and the next year will damage your economy. The next year they damage your economy. Whether one day as they issue them, I want to keep this tip on record. You know, I need that.
Yes.
As they issue them, the leones therefore go straight away 2 million leones to a dollar. If they pull that photocopy, they don't carry tax money. Where they call money? New money. Then people don't go photocopy.
Wow.
Because what thing they happen right now, people have not lost confidence in the leones.
Yes.
And once people have lost confidence in leones, people don't want to keep leones anymore. Everybody wants to keep their money in dollars. Business people they will get more money, not say you keep leones. As the dollar they go up, you they lose because your money they depreciate.
I tell you what.
And a dollar they take up.
Somebody where we can regularly send money through the salon. Like when the fast money cancel with people and want you know, which you normally send money through them people and they for make them will share them like day. About 2 of them right now, they struggle for get Leone's salon. They say they need to send money again because they don't want problem. They don't want to put money at the account for send money at salon because they don't get Leone's.
Hello?
You know? Yes, we'll get you. No worry, we'll come back to you soon.
Hello, guys.
And that's Kader.
So you can imagine the kind hardship within the country right now. We're not able to send money at the moment. We're struggling to send money because we don't have to go pay Western Union, that money will pay, you know, that their money will pay for them, you know, their commission, and even that self, we get small delay back on that. They will tell you, say, we'll not get enough money in our salon, so we're not able to send. And then business partner, they partner with Afro International and all the other places in the area and stuff like that. They always struggle for getting money. But before I go into this video, before I share this video, make I introduce we next guest with join me right now. We no other person but Chief Kondal. A strong man. Yeah, but the background is a bit noisy, small.
Yes, I'm really sorry. I did try for adjust. As the normal with daily tablets in Sierra Leone blackout.
Oh
now
yeah,
I just don't take. Yes, I just don't take the tablets blackout. If I did inside us, we're not going to see me.
Okay. Well,
it's expected.
Yes, Comrade Darami, nice meeting you.
Yeah. So, Chief Kondal, you meet with and discuss about this fuel crisis in the country. Been there 10,000. A lot of people in the Gumbo, in the country, things that they just close to Ramadan. We don't go to 12,000. From 12,000, it don't jump to 15,000. Now from 15,000, provinces obviously they find it 25,000. We don't know what's going to happen because according to the projection right now, according to Darami, the projection right now, it looks let's say the price will go even further because there's no control. They don't hold back. Everybody wants dollar. The money, the loans don't become something we don't. Businessmen don't want the loans anymore because trust study in them again because they don't bring anything now where people don't know what to do. You see, right now, we audience and they watch right
of course.
They make comments now. They all want way into this one, but we want just give you a chance to talk to me. What now all this tag already happened? What you want to take on this one?
Thank you very much to UK and I team. First, before I continue for go far, on behalf of the team, the Northwest, we want to give thanks and appreciation to UNA, especially the UK and I, for the excellent gift we UNA send and the support to us with by election. It was successful and UNA power as well, church the campaign team, and we appreciate UNA so much on behalf of the executives, the entire campaign team, the regional executive, the district executive. We say thank you very much to UK and I for the opportunity. First, before I go further on any discussion, I have to say for the at least a 30 seconds break for we comrade. When comrade Minkai Luba, today make 1 year, we in one of the victims. When we take away comrade Darami, they will tweet today because himself now one part of the people are with so much intimidate and seizing rights, do all sorts of things. Rather unfortunate for we own brother, we own big brother, we own uncle, Minkailo Ba, not able to make them up. We say rest in peace to we comrade. So I go like follow just do like a 30 seconds, silence prayers for him before we further on the discussion of the field.
Okay, thank you very much for that. And in real way, that will start the prayers. They'll just make like me as Muslims, we make party and anybody like please thank you in your way.
Yeah. Thank you. Amen.
Thank you very much.
Yes, I really comrade talk about the type of fuel out in the couch fuel and salon. As a professional in that area, I don't want to say much because I know they in the rights for disclose everything, but like I they just want for tell people and outline the step of the various level of fuel where we get, where I can tell you clearly that one they not to hide. Say salon now the fourth standard now with the couch na salon. Fourth, not even third, because I think salon will get up to 1000 ppm, where now the fourth stage that one day on the quality of product where they come na Sierra Leone. So at least I feel say people for them get that particular opportunity for we in jam. Although the danger part of it, look I'm Leone and it will be a very big topic for we talk about that particular area there because it's a very disastrous thing. But because we country, we're not so much environmentally friendly, we know they make provision for we get a very good environment. We they succumb to that thing and they why is the wall like to this on UK and America, then they think about 80 ppm and 40 ppm. Whereas we talk about 1000. Can you imagine? You see the difference?
Wow.
Yes, you see the difference. So
I mean, victim of this dirty fuel with the kind of the country.
Yes, now
other people them.
Yes, now make way I can hear people can say America $1 30 cents. England this 30. You know, I say you don't understand. That why wouldn't they sell in England or America $1 30 cents, $1 20 cents, whatever the case may be. Now on top, what is it? A top level standard fuel, that one the top quality of the last quality of fuel. Now in then they sell so. So what are you saying now if you they count 1000 ppm? Yesterday, yesterday, I talked with a friend. Thank God, I think we don't get light. I talked with a friend where they wait now white way come. He asked me, he said, how much for the liter here? I say it must be like close to 1,005 and $1.5. He said, wow, are you kidding me? I say, yeah, I'm sure it's 1.5 per dollar, close to that. Say, no, it's too expensive for the people. So, like, if you look at the level of fear we'll be getting a salon, and the managing director, the chief executive officer don't make them clean. So the public, he say now 8,000, then they get. So the question here, where people for ask and where we all for ask, would that they collect the 7,000?
Yeah.
Yes, if the chief executive officer say now 8,000 they go to NP, who is responsible for the 7,000?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
this
like,
is the same thing I was like talking about, but let Commodore finish.
Yes.
yes. So if we get opportunities where the country now they so much depend on taxes, I feel say this up and down that will cut down. Because if you say for make the people of Sierra Leone live good life on taxes from the petrol, you are putting more burden to the people. And they're not able to regulate petrol price for now in Sierra Leone until they regulate the dollar. Because the dollar now in the king of all the transactions they are. They go only able minimize if we start for refined in Sierra Leone. Maybe because Sierra Leone, like you say, this thing is fine, but as it can salon, so you don't worry. So if we begin to refinery, maybe they go able to cut down this price of hacking price all the time.
Which are the chances? Which are the chances then for let's see alone begin refined?
Yeah, the chances are great. For that side, I can give accolade to these guys because they don't fast track speedily. We don't go too far on the area of the refinery. The country don't go too far. On that side, just that then go very soon begin for do the operations here. Then they already do the test pumping, we then don't pump in for see if the connections are all there in right position. But all that again will be tell on the guys in the US dollar because they need to produce on a salon. I buy them to go buy the crude, come with on a salon, can be refinery. So if they go they read the issue of ala for dollars, so they can unbug them. So me they encourage the government for then try for moderate this exchange rates. Now in the whole problem. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
The whole problem. Remember the time the time we they increased until this 15,000, the exchange rate was 1,220,000 by then. Now it is 1,300,000.
Okay.
You don't see the difference this shorter time we don't coincide.
Yes.
About 80,000 difference. So that 80,000 difference, that businessman they go do business for loss.
At all.
The law of nature, you did.
Make
Yes.
a share one quick video of a crew member from the APC UK and Ireland. We go to salon, we go make an interview of the effect right we don't in the country, where it affect all the communities in the country. So make a just play this one, share with me, and then
okay, guys,
come back to now. Unmute yourself here.
Oh, hi. Right? Okay, this is the APC TV media platform, and we did do a vox pop where we decide for the way to go on the country, the scarcity on food and everything. I don't know. How you see that generally? With the commodities then, drinks them, everything we don't go on? Because I see they do well. Maybe business is good, not to say big.
No, like my business. The only thing I want to only God in grace.
That only God in grace. Okay. I see the starting drinks there like Maltina. How much is Maltina? 8,000. 8,000. Yeah. But this they sell at 5,000. Where APC I think at 4,000. SMPP was 5,000. That's so. So now 8,000.
Yeah.
And sell day, people are happy. Yes. Okay, I think you get customer, yeah. So, yeah. Customer, sorry for interrupting, yeah. We they try, yes. I don't think you can buy really, but this is like a quick one. Why did you get on? I don't know if you mind. This is APC TV media platform. Okay, we they just try for inquire for the commodities there, the hike of price, petrol, and other things. For me to see what happen. And I don't know. How you see what they go on?
Well, this is a cost for concern. It's here. Where something invite everybody. Maybe I remember from who.
Okay.
But the way the price hike they go, transportation, food, stuff, drinks, it affects everybody. It affects everybody. Because how we buy things centrally 3, 4, 5 years ago, and now everybody knows to say the price they don't double and even more. Okay. They're not equal to we earn in power. How the price they go, they're not equal to we earn in power. So at the end of the day, we standard the drop every day.
And owing to the fact say mainly line that goes to the SMPP stronghold, where do people think about their prices there?
Well,
because tell you last year,
they don't say small because I can't do business.
Okay.
So how the price go, it affects everywhere in the country. You don't say because price go now top, the price go down, now go or can never know. Everything are the same platform, same.
Okay, if you don't mind me asking, you now whose party you need?
Well, me, I said people are there, and they have been voted for. Okay. But how did it not be so? Even with people that complain, I go and kill them. It's not one, I'm not tired now. Because first thing you complain, it's not the feel out. Who maybe vote for SMPP?
If you say you go vote for the again?
No, me, I don't pull out. Because right now, you work and buy. I don't say almost you don't post this morning. Okay. I almost vote.
Hey, now what's in that car? So now I just be the answer. Okay.
Montina now like 8,000. Imagine 4,000 now be by Montina. Okay, that's good. Now like 8,000. So you see.
Okay, I want to appreciate you. I want to tell you thank you for your views them and everything. God bless you. Okay, Mama, thank you very much. Okay. Okay.
Well, as you can see, the price and just go up. You know, it is surprise the people the way they buy drinks every day and food every day. You know,
Yeah.
but before we come into talking, let me go back to Benita. Also, Benita, can we do them and responses them and comment them in the program?
Hello, come back, comrade. The line they break.
I just want to make Sweet Bonita talk to me quickly. Let's give you a rundown of what they happen at the party.
Okay.
Well, to be honest, Comrade Awankasi, we have people, well, literally what the interview that Comrade 91 did, that's literally what we have on the platform. Because again, here from Arun Papa says, be in country, don't destroy the country. So apparently whatever mother is doing has not worked at all. And he says, if he's not able to continue, he should remove his hands, which I think that's the new slogan in town. And also here we have Seri Alhaji, says he's the youth leader from the Northwest region, considering 075, which is, I think that was based on the election that took place. The whole country is hell because there's no development. Everything is getting out of hands. And when people were trying to, Arun came again, he was talking about when people were comparing, for example, the UK and Sierra Leone. When Comradel came, says, apparently, how can you compare Sierra Leone to the UK? For me, that's always my argument with people. What we work in England is way higher than what people lives in Sierra Leone. So if I'm paying, let's say £1.20, then you are paying £1.30 in Africa. I'm living a better life than you because at the end of the day, I can afford it. You cannot afford it. Because I've seen so many videos where people are comparing somebody that lives in Waterloo is getting paid less, but they work all the way in, let's say, like Godrich. They're traveling and they're paying more. They are not just working where they are. So this is like with this administration's people are saying it's really, really wrong compared to the comparison people are doing with Africa, Sierra Leone precisely to the West, UK and America, or even the Europe, because we can see the standard of living is way beyond, way behind. People are living on 500,000 or 600,000 on their salaries. How much is that for me to live on? And you are comparing what I work for a day to somebody that is working for a month. It's between life and death. For me, this is totally wrong. And again, this is all the inconsistency with this current administration, with all the degrees that they've come to share with the people. But the thing that they lack, which is what I always say, is the common sense, because you need to do a visibility study for you to come and say, this is the practicality of it. Like Kanda says, the MP are saying they get 8,000. Who is owing the 7,000? These are the questions we need to ask. Because if the people that are working, they're getting less, so who's getting the rest of the money? And at the end of the day, the poor people are the ones still have to suffer. And again, for those of us that have cars, will be the ones that to suffer, because you gotta feel that it's not even used. It will destroy your car more than it's to protect your car. But again, you have to pay for it more. So to be honest, Commodore one can say this is totally unacceptable and it's wrong. Again, as the man says, the consumer there, he will not vote for them again. And I'm sure this is not just the beginning of it. This is something that everybody knows. Because when things are difficult, it doesn't ask you your tribe or your region or your political party. It's across board. This is a national issue. So you need to think of your country as a whole before thinking of your party. And this is what these administrations are losing. Because Darami says, oh, there are people that are qualified, will bring a better product, but because they don't see eye to eye with them, it's not because of their political background. It's just because they refuse to do the little things that they want them to do. They want to be legit because these are business people and they refuse to work with them. This is why we are suffering. Because if we have more capacity to hold fuel and we don't have it, those that don't have it, and they're even selling it less. And they will start comparing London or America. You need to compare Liberia and Guinea, which is the most thing that will make sense for Sierra Leone. You compare Guinea and Liberia to Sierra Leone, not England. It doesn't make sense, absolutely.
So, Karami, I want to ask you, Waiting there where Guinea and Liberia or the sub-region countries then they do, where Sierra Leone know they do, where they suffer so much.
Well, really, I think the government in Guinea know that my government will responsible for people there, and my government will responsible for the hardship for people there, from people there. I think in the government of Guinea understand, and they know the being in government, serve them, they serve the people. The government of Liberia, we look at the president of Liberia, George Ofonwea, a person we make money overseas from football and these are not the Liberian government here. But all that money they make is spend and back time people in their country and all of that things. And so him coming in as a president, you know, they owe obligation to the people. They just want for making people their life better. Waiting my brother just must say, Chief, wearing the petroleum company, they say then 8,000, they get 7,000 inside. I think that's a big question. If we get the government really sorry for the people, definitely then questions have to not be asked.
No.
And the comparison again where Street Monitor bring come up, I like that one day, we are in people can compare, say, oh, America, then they sell fuel so, England, then they sell fuel so. America, minimum wage prices in America, I think it's about $10. About $10 or $11. Let me say $10. So if somebody they work 10 hours a day, they work 5 days a week, that person will make $500 a week. And when you check in salary for the month, they don't make $2,000 per month. With $2,000 now, so you're talking about presently with the dollar and all, you're talking about something like about 26, 27 million leones. So that person there for like buy fuel, 10,000 leones a liter or 15,000 leones a liter, I can afford it. Compared to that man with the salon, where the minimum wage now is 600,000 leones. 600,000 leones maybe reach $50.
Yeah.
So then comparison and they very, very ironical and stupid for people who they make them comparison and they end salon. Just as I say, we get storage capacity now of about 200 metric tons, 200,000 metric tons in country. Where we consumption for the month is about in between about 20 to 25,000 maximum, 25,000 metric tons a month. Now maximum 90. So if we get oil now we tank, it will last about 7-8 months before the member for replenish and back for fill and more back. And we get companies the way they do that, we're able to do that, they're able to supply with the oil. Then the off-takers them, then do it and they do, or the distributors and do it and they do, and pay back on an LC basis. But we they make every day like say, now we are Ukraine get border, or now we are Russia get border. We then fire bomb no more on Russia, they affect we now. Why we let for make like how we put our solve man? Now so Corona can. Corona don't the country only like 20, 30, 40,000 for the day. All the people who die in a salon from Corona, all put together, safely not reach 300. I doubt if it reach 300. All the one the way Corona affects na salon and these are not put together, I wonder if it reach 10,000. Country then they tell you almost million people they die and this, that and all. We can always take we poverty, with stupidity, we take them for with trumpet and for make we cover with inefficiency. It is wrong.
Yeah.
If you love the ability for serve the people and do what is right for the people, come out and tell the people that, please, I am sorry, I can't deliver. Let me get the hell out of this position. Period. For begin to come there, excuse them. Some of you not stupid anymore, and some of you go talk. Wait till you know that the reality. Presently, the fear na salon adopti, it is poor people in Mutuka.
So
now the least grade of fear na in the fiscal now when nobody no one, when no country no one. After that level of petrol, waiting the commodity and diesel, now they put inside with Mutuka.
So Chief
So you know
Condal,
to somebody understand.
Chief Condal,
Yes, sir.
they talk so about this fuel. You think the price of fuel therefore go up back with all these questions where you don't raise, so we don't ask you who said the 7,000 they go. Obviously, you understand the government get for answer that question there. Because if you know the president they donate 2 billion loans and 20 tons of iron rods, 3,000 bags of cement, and even indicts Dr. Samura by giving 100 million loans for Dr. Samura. The money they all they one side. because Madam Bio Women's Wing collects 1.5 billion leons per guys them for portraits of President Bio. So with all of this, the price is not going to subsidize for we at least let the money, let the children sport.
First, before I answer your question, let's talk about sincerity. Comrade Darami say why they're not going to come out plain and say we're not going to able the system. The only person we don't feel say it below expectation when former President Momo, and the only person we come out plain for show you how sincere, honest, and patriotic leadership of the APC day. You're not going to get then kind of statements and they from the power part. That's now they tell a number of us as a comrade, because having said, if somebody get fake masters, he get fake PhD, he goes sit down in an office wearing that fake masters and that fake PhD, and I make her occupy the office. You feel say that person will be sincere enough for say the truth to the people? No. The area of say the price, if we expect them for calm down, would they get a rumor of austerity, meaning it's telling you that where economic position is going worst, bad, and bad every day. So we go only expect that to happen wherein the government come out robustly and say, no, this is our responsibility. We are service delivery people. We are not profit-making organization. For say we set up this government for make profit, but I forget service to the citizens then. Now that's the citizens them vote we for. If they think their responsibility there and then the economy is stable, we exchange rate able, the dollar, we leons able for stand the exchange rate, definitely we will expect a step down of fail Nassau alone. But without that, I'm afraid that I'm not going to be able to tell you anything about that.
Okay.
Because
make us share this audio with the interview minister. So that means the minister na live the live we na
before hello.
A few days ago. This na yesterday post that they tell you, but Liberia, for example, they own a $5.66 when I in the own Liberian dollar. Wait to make we own a 15,000 as well. If you want for compare the price to the whole of Africa, let me just level and first to the Mano River Union.
No council Guinea we could see. Now last week at the Guinea.
Then in the last week, now yesterday you
expensive as last week.
Now yesterday you cost are just
now they tell you so.
Need a
more expensive pass.
Yesterday and last week price.
Last week now between 16 to 17,000.
Well,
converted. I mean now me buy out not to Google or reader, not to anybody.
Yesterday.
Participants
of the they tell you so. Yesterday.
Yeah, so Guinea not cheap pass week. Let's get that one day.
Mr. Minister, they tell you say Guinea fuel currently for liter cheap pass salon.
Why
you think say you own facts for over million? When myself gets a reliable information from Guinea, because somebody did away. If you want, we can call and compare.
No, not somebody. Google do exchange rate.
I don't need for Google, Mr. Minister. Okay, so why is Salonium cost the 15,000? I'm a question.
Well, I say expensive na Guinea pass here because I buy last week.
I'm not quoting waiting you experienced last week. Now yesterday. So why Salonium cost go day 15,000? I'm a question.
Establish a premise, then we'll move on to the next one. Me say I buy the last week.
Why Salon fuel na 15,000, Mr. Minister?
Oh, because government know they produce oil. Marcos don't make don't call a barrel. It's in excess of $100. All lens in a fact. But what a fail for mention to the people of Sierra Leone say that crude oil they talk about. You understand? You go for refine, supply chain issues and storage issues and all the issues and now they talk about so. Now crude oil you talk about.
You examples them
even the country there what they manufacture because you not get a refinery, you go for go through all the process and they import back. So this is the challenge. And can't add to Salon now. We know they produce crude oil, we know they refine now.
Just like other countries and back in the sub region.
So me also Guinea, I buy the last week and then the
it's continue for the routine of the program. Good morning, Salon. The time for my studio clock. Of information and
at the studio.
Comrade,
Marcus Bangura,
you don't listen to
look at issues and what don't they happen this game.
this audio,
They take shots.
and you hear back way Mr. Kondal they use the word solidarity. Government does not sincere. You subscribe to that,
Are they listening?
yeah, what they say, you don't listen to this audio, right? And then you don't listen to Chief Kondal where he talk about sincerity. Yeah, so the issue of sincerity. You don't listen to this audio where this minister they talk say last week Ingo Guinea, Ingo pumped 16 to 17,000 or whatever for liter. They argue with the lady, we don't confirm yesterday for say fuel at 10,000 euros in Guinea. We get issue of sincerity now, so deception. I think say the plane also. You go subscribe to that.
Well, I'm that particular minister, then as somebody we all know very well, and me go tell you, say last weekend, Friday, I left Return, I go Guinea, Conakry, I left Guinea, Conakry back Sunday, and in vehicle I go with, I drive go there, and I drive come back. I the only man for put small field now, where they cross me over na the border, and as I cross over na the border, just before I reach Farmoya, the very first filling station, then I buy fuel for going inside, they take me go inside Conakry, and I me to say the drive. I go inside Conakry. I do always tell you na Conakry. I buy fuel there. When I left Conakry for camp Salon because I need to go McKinney from Conakry. I get container the inside the Mutka. The last filling station back by Farmoya, they come towards Pamlap. I flop my tankery. I put fuel in a container because I go McKinney. From McKinney, I fill my town, my car back for go for camp Freetown. I bought fuel 10,000. Now give me no know it now young man in the talk more too. Me no know it in the talk more. I have the evidence. I can show you the documents where I used to cross with Moto Cargo over and cross with Mutokaba camp and all other things. You know, the thing about sincerity as a chieftain are just that you just don't display for that particular interview day. I don't know why government officials them when they talk about things and they go bad in our country, we defend country the way worse. Now they compare ourselves with. We no one let this country better. We need to try for equate ourselves with country the way they do well. We need to try to pick up examples from country the way they do well and all. Yes, we know they refine oil now. We know they refine fuel. We know they produce fuel. But you sabi almost all that country know they produce fuel. Guinea, know they refine fuel. They know they produce fuel. Over 2 years now, fuel price now still the same. Now Guinea, it no go up, it no go no way. Over almost years now, they know they get shortage in Guinea. We get 2 times the storage where Guinea get. We storage and we consumption very, very low. You understand? We consumption very, very low. But we get all them problems there. I tell you again the other day, see, I really talking on television. Somebody from the government spokesman office, they talk to about 7,000, about 6,000 liter diesel. Now something and the way you can talk about you're glad for. We capacity to get over 200,000 metric tons. You can't talk about 6,000-7,000 and make a national news where it's like a mockery. I make the interview where the president get with the businessman and then they are and the fuel dealers them and the transporter. Where they don't tell the president all the problems there. I think the president say, well, most of them say so now news to them. He don't even know. Why not go be news? All tell the president travel. I go understand. The minister then say all the tenants travel, they know they are so. So if I mean the president, trust me, the minister of state information, you know, for keep them because now the people don't supposed to update you on them things here. If really you don't know about these things, they don't have a business working for your government.
Absolutely.
They don't get business. Because for the political people in the strike. I know somebody will get boss. We get boss in a Salonia, so plenty boss, about 100 boss. You know, believe say them boss then they're not able to run because they don't get fear. They don't run for no other thing, but because they don't get fear.
The president
and now the prices they don't go up
because of insincerity. Continue, sir.
And the president take the higher posse. It's in the higher posse way not sabi. So the one the way sabi means if the one the way sabi the all na full man. That means in a full man they no more you go to work with. So why do you want to blame people? You see in the higher posse way you sabi. I don't think it's a government na sole proprietorship. Now I make politics not to one man business, not to sole proprietorship. Politics na company. You bring people together. You share ideas. You put your ideas on the table and you move forward because you're working for people. But if you say passport you is Abi, now you dey give position. Passport you is Abi, now you dey bring come forward. If one day is Abi a bunch of idiots, then that's exactly what you get.
Well,
so these are some of the problems.
I think say
Me feel say there are
and that's what we are seeing.
yes.
Yes, not to me say. Now the president say, he say people
And that's what I'm saying.
Now they
What he
give job.
said,
Who they
those
not
that he
sabi,
employs, and they are
job.
incompetent.
So I just dey say if the one day when me sabi na full man them, na me they employ na me company. What I expect for get Gigo, garbage in, garbage out. If I put full man they I go get. Na full thing I go get.
Absolutely. Well, from this stage now, I think so we don't lay the premise for connect yourself now to the sentiment where the people of Sierra Leone feel and how this sentiment will reflect in the 2023 elections inside the ballot box. Now, here we see a massive APC campaign. Now, Koya, where Chief Kondal himself now a very, very key person that campaign day, including yourself, Darami. All been turn up there, go support we honorable elects, we na Isa Oyi Kuruma, we the support, like you say, you give me accolade, you tell me thank you from the UK, we have support from the diaspora, and I also for this campaign, we APC win. But when you look at the figure, SLPP, they don't argue also. Make we look at the figures, make we look at the statistics. They claim say Koyana with stronghold. Now, if Koyana with stronghold, why we not win? Why we allow SLPP to get 100%, 40% or something like that? Then this stronghold, APC not able to get too much inroads inside there. So how we analyze this and how these sentiments they affect?
Very simple. Very, very simple. In any elections, when there is a peaceful atmosphere in that election, we get a very decent environment. Definitely, you get a very good voters turnout. How these guys manage do this thing? SFP, what then they do, they feel say, then they do APC. So people and get one parable and say, what the cow they mess the streets. If you say now the streets they mess, you know, say they mess themselves up. Now in then they do. What they then do? What they then do? They make sure say and transport them people them very early to the polling centers, and then no say from 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock between that time date and people are not vote done. Then bring in the intimidations of bringing in the police forces with guns. This now the only by election where I see, even if they say people and Bokul and Sefianda, you go see then they can go one no truck police, where all that truck police say everybody where they inside the all my old gun. Let's bring the story of Honorable Mfa. Honorable Mfa was one of the party agents where we choose in that particular elections day. But rather unfortunately, the way the accreditation come out, Honorable Mfa not been there again midnight. So again for go very early in the morning at the scene. Fortunately now they inself born na that particular area, that environment day where na that mama area, na a born of that place. So when people see Honorable Mfa na that morning, that's get for ginger people them hope. The one who will not be get planned say for can votes, they move, will get a very good turnout. So when the IG be Canada scene, the first person will confront my Honorable Mfa. Hey, what you wanna do yonder? Say pa, na just basic. We they just sit down, they talk, we not get anything, everything is normal. He say, oh yes, everything is normal. Instead of for even make a joke, he say if any man cause problem yonder, we see we all am, na Cambia we go lock am. If anything the man cause problem na we all am, na Kaila we go lock am. If a Limba man cause problem na we dey carry and go na Pademba Road. So it make that kind of fun, people laugh. It get for move some few steps, it go to your zone, Usa in Motoka Park and Usa in Mendende, as well as the Paupa guys. I think somebody whisper na is say na the honorable Mfa that one day na in don't come for can get our people in for go vote, something like that. Waiting the IG do, it just make a U-turn. It come back to honorable Mfa. Say, well, what you say, pa, I tell you, say, nothing that they go on. Now just follow mobilize the people, allow get a peaceful environment for go vote. Now that's what they try for do. We not get anything absolutely we are lawful, we not there between the laws of this country. Now other officers them. When I arrest them, by the time they meet the man for arrest them in the IG, first for slap the man. Oh yes, he and he slap him. Then in Bobo now that they use gun waste. So can you imagine when people away panic so then see their own boss, their own picking, their own brother, their own leader, then they humiliate them so much that puts 100% fairness in the eyes of the people. All man get for run. That place where we get a long queue where everybody get it, all man run, all man scatter. The place become chaotic at that moment. Some man will go, they not only run, some man not run, he go na also, he run go na in farm. You know people them panic of gun when they see gun. At that moment, my brother, over hundreds of OSD with gun don't surround the place. Again, for take more than 2 to 3 hours before you will get voting session for let it continue. Then go at the other scene. Where in that chief, Nademi and the chief go get the issue where it threat to say for arrest we all. They even make one of the OSC even go to the extent say they go arrest me phone. The chief, they go and snap and people and card, talk to them corner side, tell them, watch them card, tell them they go one after the other na the queue. Then he even get some people away, he load na the truck. Where he count, the motorcar where he count, he load people and they count the people for can vote. They are one of the party agents get for intercept them and call in a phone. When we go into the scene, we meet the OSC there, then safe don't can they. My brother, if it be nice, let you see how the OSC then come na that field. It's like war. In fact, people not run go na the house. Now inside the bush, now they everybody go. People run go na the bush. That particular center day, I go there three times. Me and the district chairman, when I come with Suma, we go there 3 times before the polling they stop. Nobody no go vote there again.
Wow.
After that voting. So this now one of the strategy this whether they use now by election because I know say it not go fit nobody. It not go fit nobody this particular intimidation tactics on a general elections. It's not possible. They don't get that manpower there. They don't get that capacity there for say they will continue to do that. So if we now see that 40%, they not allow the APC people for me they can vote to time how the people want for votes. So man, that particular rumor of the honorable Mfa is scatter, it go wide. You know, people now get telephones. Honorable Mfa, a sub call. I gone, Naman Napakorobom. Some side pass will get for go and talk to people and counteract them. Some people may even begin to give them 20,000 for take bike, for let them go vote, for beg them and talk to them. It was not really easy. So if somebody they talk that one day, this is how they do forget that particular percentage. Not a percentage of reality. How they do the other thing again, then get a truck. Wherein then give APC people a limited pass for me to get access to motorcar, then get them and seeing a motorcar there, then open van motorcar, then load people and they go take people and voluntarily give them 30,000, talk to them inside the motorcar, give them the 30,000 and promise them say when they come out vote and they can't give them back more money. If they don't go vote, then snap, they can't show them. So when we take notice of this back, me and Comrade Suma will get for set serious confusion on this thing. We that make again for stop. We get for harass the poda them. Where they see they do this thing, we'll make sure say them try for let them come on at the scene. Because any time we see them, we they raise up protests, we go to the police officers them
and tell them, say, this is not right. If you are transporting the people, do that genuinely. And the people accept they testify, and so the officers then say, me, then give me 30,000. But Usai, they're not doing anything about it.
Dalami, you don't listen to Chief Kondal. I think say you go agree with them to some extent, but this for an ordinary APC person, and from the campaign we will see for say yes, we expect them can see also for happen. Now that this place also, but the people of Koya are not full again. How could somebody inside Koya, we don't see the hardship that happen in this country, actually go accept 30,000 with a GAM, and then it go back, it go put for SLPP, but all waiting the happen. So I will go able for embolden the minds of them people also, for make them able for actually see intimidation and brush them away, because that day the vote is your right and the vote is your life. So go there and put for who that you believe for say na Inga for make this country better.
Okay, first of all, when you look at the percentage where SLPP gets, may not pay attention to that percentage. Let me pay attention first to the number. In 2018, SLPP gets about 3,700 or 3,800 in that particular constituency total. In this particular elections, they get about 2,500 or 2,600. So which means the number go down by something like almost or a little over 1,000, right? Then when you look at the APC numbers with all the intimidation, elections in Dena, Thailand, the same day elections in Akoya, the Inspector General of Police and some AIG then go na Akoya, but no AIG not go na Thailand. Then go na Akoya with over 300 policemen. Then go there begin to intimidate people then. So that they make a lot of people unfair, but then outside the SLPP people and this, so they go collect them with van them and all. They try for bring them coming for come vote for them. Wherein they use the scary intimidation tactics. Some of women did it and all for make we able to reach out and then try for bring the people out. They go to some of the people and be fair in their panel. So now that way the SLPP get them 2,400 or 2,500 votes. So they not increase their votes in Akoya. So let them go tell their boss them back. You want the way it's the money. Now SLPP they earn for their campaign. I will not name their names. Let them go back and go tell their boss and say, then vote decrease drastically. Now that particular side. Even with all the strategy that I see some chief them with brand new motorbike them, for them section chief them. I no more would I give them. Then I left the people them for figure that out. Then care money go inside the chief they will get money and all other things and all they use everything at that particular place. But we were there, we were strong, resilient, and we make sure that we get them some of the people they out for making them go vote. You are in a path from when they give you, we get them open van, open truck them, we able to transport people. We did not get them. But we use real means and measure them for make people to go in and support the people and for make the people vote. So if then they brag with that number, they will then get that okay. And one thing I want with people they know, most of them by elections, yeah, so now a little more test for we. We are in they try all the strategies them, things they will go do for protect the votes them and make sure that we get with people there up and running and up and on for the general election for make sure that we able for get with people into the polling stations and we're able to protect the votes them and protect the votes them. Elections, the last elections, we get almost about 11,000 polling stations. You never put police in every polling station. So they can't see how they happen. Only they happen in by-elections. They never happen in general elections. So most of them also they test them for make sure that they work in the general election. And then the kind of money we the SLPP pump here, then told all man go Koya. First lady go there, all government ministers go there. They went there with everything and all. Then at the end of the day, they're not even able to increase their vote in Akoya. Before that, their vote decreased seriously. Then they look at that. It decreased seriously in Akoya. Then at the end of the day, they're not for glad about that. That is one. Going over to Kailan, when you look Kailan, the elections at Kailan, we then the claim and then strong with them, go there with all kinds of protection and comfort and this, that, and everything. Now only 40% of the people in the vote na Kailan. So now they tell you, see, the people there are not happy. The people in Kailan, they're not happy with them. They say that they're struggle. The people are not happy. With all waiting and Kelgo, all the comfort, all the this, all the that and rigmarole, the people are not come out and vote for them. So trust me, coming into elections, we have a lot to do and we know exactly which men are with strategy. You get some people in between here, they don't can vote for APC, but if they sit down house, they're not vote no more better. And that's exactly what happened at Kailan. And we see them. We have 60% of that particular constituency, they decide for Sudan and place, they no vote. I think we say that's a shame on the government of the day, on the ruling government. That really show the hardship on the people and then demonstrate on that polling day. The people are not happy about what is going on. The people that know the road they in Kailan. Now APC make come for them, and if by Kurma make that road day for them, the water when they get the pump water when they get it, now mobile. Now if by Kurma na make come for them, the hospital where they get the way they take care of them. When are the next in hospital where they na check them, now if by Kurma na make come for them. So if they go they care, they go around, think them. We're not comfortable now the people they have, the people they no go grab for go vote. And the reason we make some people then grab stuff and go vote yonder, now because the candidates they will stand or the candidates will stand. Now, like they will begin. I make some people in grab go vote. So I'll tell you that that's now waiting to go on everywhere. So I think that they forget they're worried much more than jumping about Koya with them vote go down. Don't look at the percentage. Look about waiting and get 2018. You look at waiting and get now this by-election. Put them two together. Let them compare and contrast. I think that they forbid the election with them for land.
Okay, Sweet Bonita. I want to come over to you. You don't listen to them, to eloquent gentlemania. Really appreciate this platform for gets them to gentlemania for joining me also today for discuss this matter, this field crisis, and of course the update on this elections results. Waiting at the chat room, waiting the people in the Senate at the chat room, because we come closer to the end of this particular program now, and just give a rundown of what's happening on the chat room now.
Okay, well, again, when both Chief and Darami was talking, Arun said spot on, because that was when they were talking about the processes that SLP use with regards to the police, about bringing in people for them, not for everyone, not for the masses. Because again, Darami last mentioned that they requested for passes for vehicles to transport their voters, but they did not even give it to them. So that was just a tactic for them to delay the whole process. But again, we can see that this was worth. Then also, Arun was talking when we were discussing about the information ministers regarding their bogus certificate qualifications that they are showing. He did mention about the IG and the member of parliament. Apparently, one of the workers there had a fake degree. Yes. So at the end of the day, we can see that with this administration, everything they are doing is just fake. It's not anything that they want for the betterment of Sierra Leone. It's who knows who, so that they can destroy Sierra Leone. But again, this is the process where we're going to say, Arun came and mentioned again here, says, oh, even though they brought in Alpha Khan, still they failed in Koya, because I think that was their whole flagship for Koya, that Alpha Khan was there, so that means they will succeed. But again, that's a failed politician. That's from Arun. Then also we have Seri Alaji says about 55 of the IG went to Koya, including the IG piece of filler with 500 amps. So I think the army said 300, there were 500 there just for them to intimidate the people, which again did not really work. With all the people flee off for their life, because if those people are going to say it's their votes, their right, they need to protect it, and they see that somebody wants to kill them, they have to flee for their life. But even with the less vote for the APC, they still won the election. And again, as this mentioned, that none of that happens in the South. So with that, they were doing whatever they think to do just to come out and say, oh, we got a vote in the North, and then they did not got the vote in the South. But again, I did not hear our guest talking about the South, that yes, 2018, what the numbers were to what we got now, we had an increase. So again, that is showing that the APC is more popular in the South, even though yes, we did not win the election, but yes, we were there and we made a difference. They came to Koya with all their intimidation and still lose. and still get less voters. So at the end of the day, it's not really right. It's not really right. Necessary Alaji again saying they had 8 trucks with armed forces, 8 of it, 8. Which for me, it looks like it was the worst thing for them to do. It was really wrong. It was really wrong. And I think we should just come in and support. Because again, as you said, look at the way they intimidated or disrespected the other man, which for me, that was totally unacceptable. There is no human rights procedures here. Nothing is always been violated. And if they go to Mother, the next thing he will say is, I am not aware. He's not always in the country, so how would he be aware? He's never there, so he doesn't care. And I think this is it's just a pattern with his administration, because there was a time when JJ Safa was finance minister, they asked him about dollar rate. He's like, I don't know, but I'm saying this is what it should be. You should know, not the reporter are telling you or the journalists are telling you what you should come and educate everyone about. People are educating you, and you see they're arguing, making some senseless argument.
Excuse me. The word I don't know means I'm not interested.
I don't care. It means they don't care.
I don't know means I'm not interested about what is going on. If you are interested, you will know.
Definitely. Anyways.
Yes. If you are interested, you will know.
We almost come to the end of this discussion. I just want to remind everybody, viewers, that this platform very soon can begin what we call a restream. With the launch, we platform now over 30 different Facebook or social media platform them. Not only the APC UK and Ireland Facebook page, we go for the launch this. We'll click the button, we'll go live. Live that almost 35 to 40 platform them.
Comrade, before I forget, I get message for now from social media.
Okay. You want to tell me now, or you want to wait to finish? Did you get me?
The people, I get you now.
Okay, go.
Somebody say, let me advise you now, because all the social media platform where the SLPP gets, in every elections, then they apply for accreditations. The people and say, why UK and I not they apply for accreditations? When I share the flyer, people who know me, I'm more friendly on social media, popularly known.
Okay.
But why UK and I, as a citizens of Sierra Leone, get the right for apply for accreditations?
Yes.
If they not give them, the party where now the APC get right for raise protest, because if they give SLPP platform, social media people, and they give the accreditation for access to all elections, they say they're supposed to give UK and I for MedSF cover the program live. So
Indeed.
The people man say, for start for try for do that. So before I forget, now I say, well, I go pass the message.
Indeed,
Hopefully,
absolutely.
not so private message,
Yes.
because something they listen, maybe they no say, I don't pass the message back to now.
Thank you very much. The message, we don't receive the message, and we get a lot of deliberation about that particular thing for a live stream of this particular elections will take place soon. But a lot of things happen behind the scenes. We will not be able to forget for this by-election. But in future, we will make sure we try to we don't get
yes,
it.
I know.
Where they work with the UK and Ireland right now. And we make sure they all get them gears, them everything, and cameras and everything set up for them for cover all the events that we're going to take place. These elections will not pass through. The next one now, when they get a team of camera crew, they will right around enough information live as we get them.
Okay.
So thank you very much for the message. I'm telling people and thank you always that.
Okay.
As we now know, say
yes,
over 30 different Facebook and social media platform them in the next couple of weeks. And we're going to get a monologue program. We will go for the look at issues that really happen straight away. Get companies that really respond to them straight away. And of course, after the 25 months, we will appoint for do the elections then. We're going to begin people that really come for country at this platform about how the party operates. So there's a lot. This first month also we're not able for rest because you say it don't come to the crunch time where it is the activity they can't be kicking. We need for the you as the MNSF see which is the happen. One for exhaust time with on the last few submission. I just want make you talk to me about the national committee. They will play into the election. I know say they come over.
Please come again. Please come again. The network they give me issues here.
Yes, I want to give you last words because we come to the end of this program, and I will also want make you just touch on the area of the international community. What do you think say they will do for we in this election for make sure this election is free and fair?
Okay, well, let's just start from the side where now there you end about the international community. I just want to allow let the due process take place now. Any elections, let them be a key player. Like then do some actions now the by-election where elect. Yes, the British High Commissioner at one lady will be the Alapa the IG, they tell and say, you now SLPP, go. They want for go arrest them. The British High Commissioner go, they say no. He stand, he say no. He say, she's exercising her democratic right. That right before me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So now this kind of role we want for let the international community play. Let them the middle between we and the police. This fight, this election coming, not so we and SLPP, now we and the police, because we don't see say Zovula ready for go all way possible for protect himself, because now in party, now in can force, because you know say when SLPP go out of power, in not so only for go out of power, but he get issues them where he need for go answer to. Now that area then I want for try for defend itself. So let the international community play a middleman power made in between we and the police, because this time around we're not going to take them lights. We're going to seriously do what is right, and we will mobilize ourselves in a democratic form for see that we unseat this particular system. We want for couch problem and saloon. So we they call on the international community for me to continue for step fast than ever before. Let them allow the people of Sierra Leone exercise their votes, as well as let them they now the right point for protect the votes of the citizens them. So if I give you the opportunity today for let we make this request, this now one of million requests made and they as a third man force for to say the right thing happen between we and the SLPP. SLPP know very well say they don't go because fear no day, rest no day, water no day, the past self no day. So how they go win the election? The past self no day. So how you go win the election now? So what you know we they do, and we they encourage una again within the diaspora for let una mobilize una self on registration. Una self for Canada.
Yeah.
Because something and the way we sense in this by-election is a very, very good thing for we. We get plenty thing and they will get for correct.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need weak party agent. We need a party agent where they tell you, say, if you, the neck officer, not do the right thing, me, the citizen of Sierra Leone, get right to arrest you and nobody to the police.
Mm-hmm.
Because we all get the same rights for being at the station. And you get your rights, your own job for do, likewise, myself get my own job. But if you they neglect your job, for let you bring can chaos, you know, a conspiracy to chaos. So automatically we'll get it right for facing you. We need them kind of people and una for be the type of people. And this time around, one let una take away big mality, let una take away any status in life for let we all can fight this fight.
We get a team of people and also ready for go
Exactly. For the registration. Now the registration una for begin show the APCC una self ready for let we win this fight. And this is a fight where with God in power with the winner.
We flight tickets they already don't book, but the time no one wait for. We flight ticket they already don't book. Those who land, mobilize the constituency the every side for do the registration. We see that they done. We didn't now take after election, bro. You know,
by God in power.
Together, by God in power, everything will be okay. I want for
Mashallah.
On behalf of this the online media team for this APC, the mouthpiece of the diaspora, for the time we take for can join me inside this conversation. And we hope say you go make yourself available for the next time we will call you back, where you can join me on other social them. You are one of the man we really admire from Yasu for the work what you do, and we really appreciate the effort you make Nakoya and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I want to tell you thank you on behalf of this platform, the work we around do Nakoya, and the work we do for the party. So,
yes.
Yes, go ahead.
Let's just use this opportunity for sell me ambition. Are they going for the Northwest Regional Youth Leader? And I want to call on the support of me comrade them, because as we see this particular time, we need strong people. We need people who know about issues, people who can stand the trial for the right thing happening. Now then people and there we need. So that inspired me say, you know what? Let me go in for the Northwest Regional Youth Leader. And by God in power, are they in the race? And I believe say I go get the support. Una self again, thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much. We appreciate and good luck to your aspiration. By God in power, the people of the Northwest go vote you in. Vote you in, inshallah. So I want to come over to brother Abu Darami for like giving last words and like give you a rundown of what you think of the international community for elections, and we last few words them for this platform.
Okay, thank you. First of all, I will wish me brother good luck with the one for the youth leaders in the Northwest, and then at the outcome for making put up a very serious and robust campaign, so it will go through. But just the last word them. First of all, 2 billion leons in Diogo donation na church. You know almost full bench and table that one they go bill for picking them where they go to school, where they sit on a gun. You know almost zinc then they go buy for school where they upline, where no get roof, where rain they come, they're able for sit on in school. You know almost uniform, clothes, and trousers and bag. That one they can buy for picking them. We don't sit WAS, they don't sit MPSC, the one begin go school. Then parents can able to provide them for them. 3,000 bag of cement. One bag cement now 120,000 leons. We talk about 360 million leons. You know, 360 million leons. Almost teachers a day. We don't get PIN code. We know they get salary for month. Where if them break that one day to them, that one day can serve as a motivational factor for make them continue for they go to them class and they or them school and they until they give them PIN code. If you go donate their money, then you go say you donate 300,000 for the 100 million for Dr. Samura. And this kind of hardship, Dr. Samura now ask you for donate one.
Thank you.
Then gladly, then the Dr. Samura no depan. Dr. Samura no depan, then gladly. Now possibly they feel for the people. 100 million leon. You know almost life them, almost picking the way they drop out of school because them people them no able buy book, no able buy food. When you be say you they give them book, they give them food, they give them uniform. They're not able to buy them thing and for the name picking and they're able to make them a school. You know most of their life will change. You know most of them you can transform their life or use that kind of money they for put them for them picking and do. I think for me it is a shame. I think for me it is a disappointment. For President Bio, before you not be able to donate and never see before you become president. You never make donation, no pie of up to 20 million for
even
nothing.
the vote slide. The
But
water
now you don't come.
up to 4 water safe. The most
Yes,
that will happen.
now you know go with anything.
Mm.
Ebola come, you don't make any donation. But government can go give money for go around the country. But now you able to make a donation of over 3 billion Leon, because the cement they enrolled the money. Okay, oh, now on account of the English unexplained well, let we go no more. Then one thing I want to tell we people them again is that registration they start September 3rd. Now this country. Do ya una way able come with the big loan account. Una way able come and una self with the come. The most important thing again, una get people them now on a village, now on a community, now on a host them, so una fable them, una let we continue for talk to them and inspire them and motivate them, make them go register. Even if they say they don't know that they vote for, not convince they for that them for vote for. Let them go register normal. The time they go on with the hardship they eat, then go they make up their mind and all. That one they get for be paramount. So that campaign they start today. We know the wait later 10 day reach and all. If it's your business, we go convention. God will give you flag bearer. Whether they be flag bearer, they will go vote for it. Then they know they worry me. Because I know say before July they don't, we don't get 40 winner with flag bearer. Once we get a flag bearer, we don't care whether I be with the total of everyone with them, period.
Oh, yes.
And we now redeem this country, nine are our own priority. So they talk to you people then for make the registration, let be paramount to it. And let we ready for stand up. For the police and the international community, only say they ask international community for, may they help we for let we get a free and fair election. May them do whatever it is possible, may we get free and fair election. Let the police are not to worry with them too much. Tell me which way they go begin realizing themselves, then go back further, trust me. They go back further. All the things they do, they go back further. And then some of the people in the police will say, this government, they carry them to elections because now that's command they fed for. From them, they are in position to elections. Watch the next 2 months. There's a shocker for a lot of them. That I will tell you. This country now, we all didn't have, we know it will happen. There's a shocker for a lot of them because coming into elections, they need people with intellect and competence, not for people of clown or people who already carry on circle and all. So we talk to people them. Let them be peaceful. Let them go register for elections. Even if you dey Kailan, even if you dey born, even if you dey put John Moyamba, just go register for elections. Later on, we will get to discuss on who that we want to let go vote. Another message where they carry again, we want to follow take. We brother when Mohammed Kamarimba Mansari. Mohammed Kamarimba Mansari dey now na Pademba Road prison. They don't put a special court. They dey Pademba Road prison. Mohammed Kamarimba Mansari dey suffer. You know well, he's sick. It is struggle. And when I say it is struggle, I know because Usai Mohammed Kamarimba Mansari dey now na Pademba Road. Na the pathway day, na that place dey near Abajo Williams day, the day for the Pademba Road massacre. So I know what it is for them at that particular place they call Old Pinion. It been there in a special court. All this while they don't put on a special court. And the time in a special court, the very cell way been there, and the cell way me been there, na special court. They don't can go Pademba Road. And it's a very, very hard and harsh condition it is under. It is not easy. Let we keep them in the prayers. Let we remember them. Let we do whatever it is we can peacefully for make we try for seeking relief and all Mohammed Kamarimba Noel. And then Mohammed Kamarimba don't take over 2 years. Na Pademba Road prison under custody, under lockup. So we pray that the court will do the needful, may them give the man bail because the man entitled to bail and they don't get bail and all other things them. And we don't see people them. We don't commit other crimes. So we want to Mohammed Kamarimba or waiting they accuse them for or allege them for. We don't think we'll commit crimes more than that. They release them and give them bail and all other things. Them. So we plead and they ask for Mohammed Kamarimba in release. But definitely in people this country don't go beyond. Lights not there as my brother say. School no better, transportation not there, fuel not there, education don't go down, institutions they don't for them, revenue don't go down. Check the Ministry of Finance, the website, you see what they call ways and means. If government they trust money, this government don't trust all the commercial banks they will get in country. They don't trust for pay salaries, and it's not even the APC trust for pay salaries will never be. So just when I be the finance, when I be the debt director on the Ministry of Finance for government documents and enable to produce one. This government don't trust to everybody, money no the economy almost collapse. The economy don't collapse, money no day. So this is one of the main reasons or some of the main reasons why we for voting one day are so out of power come June 24. 2023. We know say by the time we go to July, we go to get new government in the country. With that government will be a government of inclusion because we get 14 political parties we team up with the APC now to make sure that we bring this country, we deliver this country and we bring everybody from all corners of this country we move go before. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I also want to express with condolence to the late man in family when what's not the gentleman in name?
Chairman 9-man committee, Comrade Tom Obale.
Tom Obale, we then buried last week, I think, or a few days ago. Now you've been giving closer news day to we. And also we express we condolence to Prezo by Mahmoud for the loss of his mama. We one of the strong man them also not the party. This platform they express we condolence to them. You know, just give a rundown quickly of Tom Obale himself. We have been very strong man for the country.
Well, Tom Obale at a very, very young age, at the age of 31, he became a diplomat and an ambassador in the UN. Then after that, he worked at the diplomatic corps for a very long time. Tom Obale excelled, and Tom Obale is part of the team we will negotiate between the Serbs and Bosnia. He did in Bosnia for years. He did Croatia, just around that block. And Tom Obale, they talk, the late Tom Obale, they talk Croatian and all the language and other side. He established for about 7 to 8 years. We help to negotiate peace. Now that particular block, so now somebody we in hand mark now the world and all. Then after that war day between the Bosnians and Sarajevo and all them places, and then he come back home. He can continue for serving country. There was a chairman, he was the chairman of Terratel, and one person we helped Terratel and bring Terratel come up during the era of, laying the fiber optic. We enjoyed the make able to do that kind of program. You have to find the internet to up to this speed. After that, President Krumami sent Comrade Tom Obale go to NATCOM. We are in the chairman of NATCOM, where he helped NATCOM and do a lot of transformation there. And as somebody who don't deal with the party, and as the chairman of the 9-man committee after we lost power in 2018, the community we lost election. We lost power in 2018. I'm the chairman for the 9-man committee for look at the factors that we responsible for make we lost power, and he was frank. He come up with them particular findings and the way them things, and then come about. We make the APC ask for a new constitution for make we become democratic. Then we become inclusive. Then we give opportunity to everybody. And Tomobale do that job. So if you're not again alive when the new constitution come into play, I think we will use that one day for remembrance. So just a short synopsis of the life of Comrade Tomobale.
Thank you very much, Abubakar Darami, for the time you take for can join me in also. This platform really appreciates you and Chief Kondal for the time I take for can also inside this fast month. I know say a lot of people and viewers then in the fast and go for pray and go for do a lot of things then. But we promise we promise everybody say we will always make sure say this platform they run as normal, even though in a fast month a lot of constraints in there, but we will try for run them. And please, where there's any avenue where money go boss now one corner, elect now one of the ministers themselves are going to talk to. They are one send money for people in Africa town. We not get way they go to send. The people will send. They say money no day at the businessman they and them. So if I meet up one of the ministers that we get small thing, you allow we know what they happen. We need for send money in Africa.
For send money in Africa, I'll check them people only depend on portrait donation. If I them they donate 100, 200 million.
Exactly.
For portrait.
Yeah,
we'll get money. We'll check.
We really appreciate them. Then billion, and they wait and we tell you.
People they survive for. Then they will get in Gary, then they will get in Palma for past month and then sugar. Exactly. Why 3 billion and they wait to election, they fall and they survive for.
Exactly. Very, very many thank you to everybody. And Sweet Bolita, you want to give it a quick run? Let me just call it today.
No, we can just call it today, but I would just like to say a big thank you to our guests because it was a wonderful show. And without them, there is no way we'll be able to continue this. because I'm sure these are the guests that most of the guests we always have, they are top notch
Yes.
because they've dealt with every issue talking about. And also to the chief, definitely we will try to start applying for accreditation because again, as you've said, we are one of the media team. And
Yeah.
even though we are in opposition, we have the right
Yeah.
to be in all of the elections.
Absolutely.
We have the right to be. And if we are not given that right, then we'll have to inform the party to also facilitate that for us. So I would like to say thank you to all our viewers today and the guests, and also to say Ramadan Mubarak to the people. Today is the second day. It remains 28. So we are going and we are counting for them. It will get done shortly.
Oh,
Love
yeah.
you guys. Good evening all.
Thank you once more again, and every good thing comes to an end, and this is the end of this show. And next week we get another one with the Camtona live, same time, 6 o'clock Salon time, which is 7 o'clock UK time, and all the best is what to make us finish this show off with something like
Okay.
viewers.
Hello, sir. Thank you for taking busy time to make you give me that one. I'll talk to you. No, what's your name and who that's in there?
Oh,
You go speak loud, please.
I'm a deputy manager of this station.
Okay, you're not the deputy manager at NPL. Yes. Well, we get a situation at crisis whereby people in the top say, this field station, I was saying that true, APC and get this field station, and this and Leone na APC getang, and that they hold the field, one they hold the field for no reason. How you see that?
Oh, that's a very big line.
Okay.
Field station, like deputy manager, this field station, my mother gives us like 5 people.
So Mother Leone, they don't sell this.
Yes, to 35 people.
5 people.
35.
Okay.
People, one of call names.
Okay. Okay, so during the time where Mother BOBD, I believe say during the NPRC time, 9SL to 35 investors.
Yes, 35 investors.
So okay. So who are the chief? Who are the CEO, the head?
Well, the one we will call time one was is Masako.
Okay, Mr. Masako, yes. Okay, who that's Indy?
This I don't know the position of the time we did, but him being a part of
the 35 people.
Yes.
Okay, yes, good. Okay, yes. And so what's happened now? Why did we don't fail them and everything? This price they go up 15,000 now, and I don't know. Any chance they go up?
Yes, possibility will go because possibility they go up because the management, government failed country to negotiate with people, make agreement, and the pressure to sell how they want to launch. Which of course, like they go up to 20,000.
Okay, so okay, okay, not bad. Okay, I understand the plight. I understand, you know, I show you name, but you're the deputy manager and this NPA. You just don't tell me, say, this field station or to APC get government, we don't sell to 35 people.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Yes. I really appreciate the time we take off for Can't Talk to We. This actually the APC TV media platform. We just try for do we findings. Sorry for why including inside politics, but I hope you don't mind if I do hear this. Okay. Okay, no problem. Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, till next week, we want to say Tara to everyone and Ramadan Mubarak. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.